Hey everybody, welcome back to Core Keeper. So in this video, we're going to show you guys where to find tin. Now, tin is basically the second resource that you're going to find that you need for crafting stuff and everything. And possibly it's the hardest one to find after copper and before iron. Typically, you're going to end up finding a lot of iron and copper and everything and be full of that. But to bridge that gap between copper and iron, you need the tin. So go ahead and show you guys real quick. This is what the tin ore is going to look like in your inventory. And these are tin bars that you craft from the forge here. And you're going to need the tin to craft your tin workbench to advance, to progress. So you need at least 15 tin bars. And you're going to need a furnace to smelt it down. So once you get the tin bar, it's going to open up a lot more possibilities too. So after copper, obviously you're going to upgrade to tin. And if you haven't found a fishing rod yet, this is going to be the first time you can craft a fishing rod, a tin fishing rod. They don't have a copper fishing rod in the game. So along with that, you're going to be able to craft an Explorer backpack, which gives you plus 10 inventory slots and plus 1% movement speed, which is super useful. And you also see down there we need fiber. So fiber is also going to be in the same area that we're going to look for this tin. And obviously you have your upgraded your tools here, your shovel, your hoe, and your pickaxe, but also the tin sword, the tin anvil to craft your tin armor, the alchemy table, which will allow you to start crafting potions, and the painter's table. That way you can start getting a little bit of more customization with your character and your base and everything. The railway forge, so you can start crafting your railway and your carts and everything like that. And then the carpenter table. Now that's just going to allow you to craft some decorative stuff like that. So we can show you guys what these all look like. So the crafting table here, the alchemy table, you're going to be able to craft your enrage potions, stone skin, and more importantly, the healing potions that we've used in some of the videos, as well as the crude bombs and the bombs that we used in our Gorm video. So your tin anvil here is going to allow you to craft the bronze helm, bronze breastplate, bronze pants, and also a wooden shield that you can use to shield yourself and reduce any incoming damage. And then your first, possibly your first ranged weapon, the slingshot. And you also have a tin dagger as well. So it's a lot more, it's a lot faster, but it does less damage. So that's a breakdown of some of the stuff we can use here for tin. So now let's jump down and I'm going to show you guys where we can find the tin. So I'm going to open up our map here and show you guys. So you need to go to the clay caves biome. So the clay caves biome starts just at the edge of the dirt biome on one side. You can see the orangish, pinkish color here. Well, the pinkish, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference in the color. So the pinkish color here, or I guess kind of like a tan color. This is the hive area. So that's going to be the hive walls and everything where you see the larvae and stuff like that. The orangish color here, this is what we're looking for. So these are the clay walls, this is the clay ground, and this is the clay caves. Not this orange here, that's the slime from Gorm the Devourer and the slimes that you see around the area. And what you can do is maybe you've adventured a little bit over here. You can see these black spots right here. I'll try to zoom in on it. So these are the giant tin nodes that you'll eventually be able to use drills and harvest tin from with those. Same thing right here. So this is the area we're going to go to. We don't have to go out past Gorm yet. Maybe you have, because this will continue out here as well. So all this orange area is primarily where you're going to find tin. And you'll also find some gold and fiber as well from the larva. And you'll probably see some fiber growing around. So we're going to go ahead and zip down there, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like while we're harvesting. So we'll be right back. All right, so here we are down in the clay caves area. You can see the ground here, how different it is. So this is the dirt ground that you'll see in the dirt biome. And the clay caves ground, or the clay ground rather, is just like this color right here. It's kind of like a pinkish orange. Obviously there's some sand and stuff like that, and you can kind of see the clay walls here. They're kind of like dirt, but they're a little bit tougher. So if you just have your copper pickaxe or something, it'll still work, but it'll take you about 4 or 5 hits to hit it. So we've already got some just hanging out right here. We'll go ahead and grab that, but this is what it looks like right here. You can kind of see it. So when it's dark, if it's an area you haven't explored yet, you'll want to look for these sparkles that are going to be happening, just like you do with the copper in the dirt biome, and just give it a whack, and then you'll get that right there. So like I said right here, these big black squares, maybe you've come across these. These are tin nodes right here that you can harvest later. Once you start unlocking drills and conveyors and everything like that, you want to pay attention to your map for these black squares. That's going to be your tin. Then I'll show you the other ones we have here. I believe there's some iron ones. We can see it on the map here. There's a tin one there. So right here, you can kind of see these are copper ones. So the copper show up as like pink squares. And then it's really difficult to see the iron ones. You can kind of see it right here. It's like a little bit lighter shade of blue than the actual ground there. but that's going to be your iron. So once you start exploring more of the map and you want to start setting up conveyors and drills and everything, be on the lookout for those big squares like that, because that's going to show you exactly where you want to go to start harvesting a ton of those resources. So more tin right here. Like I said, obviously you're going to find some gold, but as you're going through, you can see kind of on the map how we do it here. Just kind of go in lines across here. You just want to go into an area you haven't explored yet. So we can go right here. We can go ahead and find some tin right there. There's some right there, and clay walls are going to be really important too. You'll need some clay walls and stone walls to make certain resources as well. So kind of just go through an area you haven't explored yet, and then just go across until you see some of the sparkles in the dark here. We'll go head this way and see if we can't see any. So I don't see any there. Now we're just going to go ahead and turn this way. Now we come to a different area and just walk down here. See, there's some right here, some more sparkles right there. So it's pretty easy, but the clay caves is where you're going to want to go. And you do have a benefit. So here, if you look at the mining skill tree, right? So you're going to get plus 10% mining damage from the first one. And then from here, you can go one of two paths. This one, Meticulous Miner, is going to grant you a plus 25% chance. Well, 5% all the way up to 25% if you invest 5 points in it. Is going to grant you a 25% chance to gain additional ore from walls containing ores. So you'll start seeing the 2s and 3s and stuff like that. Now, if you go down this path right here of the skill tree for mining, you'll see night vision. So it's going to give you plus 2 tiles visible ore distance. And what that means is, so over here, we can only see so much. But if we increase that, we'll be able to see the sparkles in the darkness from farther away. So it does have its advantages depending on which path you want to go down. Do you want to be able to see it easier? Or do you want to get more ore from each time you go to harvest it? So I know it's super hard. I had a lot of copper, like I said, a lot of iron and gold and stuff like that before I started finding tin. Tin is one of the resources, like I said, that's used for a lot of the crafting early on once you start branching out to make your alchemy table, your carpenter table, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a resource that you're going to constantly have to use. So hopefully this video helps you get a ton of it, and then you can go from there and start expanding your progression and everything. So that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you join the community, and stick around for more Core Keeper content coming soon. With that being said, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay original, my friends. Later.